Joining us now is Elizabeth, and she is with eDiamonds and Designs. Elizabeth, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we were so excited. We were just talking about all the little goodies that are in this box.
Yep.
Right? Okay. So when I open this box, it's all sparkly, all beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely. And what do we have in this magical box?
So this is a sample of what people like today.
Okay.
There's some modern looking rings here that people use as well for engagement, because younger people today don't go conventional all the time. And you have a lot of very classic engagement rings and wedding bands. So you have a wedding band with ovals in there. That's very common. Nobody says no to that. You have an emerald cut eternity band as well. That's very common. And then you have a few different styles of smaller eternity bands that people wear with their engagement. Often they put it on two sides.
Okay.
So they get two different.
They kind of hug the solitaire.
Correct.
Okay.
If it's a solitaire, even if it's not.
Okay.
People will wear 2-3 rows. It's very popular today to mix and match colors. So you have yellow gold and white gold, and you could have, I have some samples here of yellow diamonds. You have an eternity band with yellow diamonds. It's very rare, very special, very hard to match the stones. So it maybe looks simple. It's very complicated to make. It's very difficult to match the diamonds so they're exact.
You know, and this is an orange diamond, and I've never heard of an orange diamond, Elizabeth.
Right. So
what is an orange diamond?
That is natural, very, very rare.
Okay.
It's an Asher cut, so it's phenomenal. That's a very unique ring.
And the mounting that you put it in, right? It's got like this really nice like little setting that you've done. You designed this. This is your work.
Yes, I call that the rock and roll ring.
That's the rock and roll ring?
Right, because it's good for your pointing finger, and it's big.
Oh yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yay.
So that's rock and roll.
Rock and roll. I love that. How did you come about this? How did you decide that this is what you wanted to do for your life?
It wasn't really a decision.
Okay.
I grew up in it.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay.
So I'm third, fourth generation in the industry.
Wow.
Whoever from my family is in it has their own niche.
Okay.
We work together a lot.
Okay.
But this is my company. My father had a manufacturing company for jewelry when I was young. He started off cutting diamonds and then moving from diamonds into jewelry. Most of my family are in diamonds. People like diamonds. They like, once they're in the industry for wholesale,
Yes.
they like to stay there. I was in wholesale diamonds for over 10 years, which is a big advantage for me because making jewelry, I understand diamonds. Today, everything is papers and certificates, and people don't really look at the stones. So not everybody, but
Right.
it's hard to find people that actually understand.
To take
how
a
to
look
at
and
a diamond.
see.
Exactly.
Okay. And it's still the four things, right? Color, clarity, cut, and so carat, right? The size of the carat, the clarity, the color,
And the cut.
then the cut. Okay.
Right. That is, I don't use that.
way of it. Okay, that's
I
an
don't
old
use
an
that.
old way of looking at
It's
diamonds.
not really old. It's not old, and it's very relevant
Okay.
to how a diamond looks. But diamonds are natural.
Okay.
So I love to give an example of people. So you'll meet a person, you met your husband or
Yes.
your wife,
Yes. Yes.
and you for some reason fell in love. It wasn't the hair, it wasn't the nose, it wasn't the mother-in-law. It
No,
was
it's the
something
essence of
else.
that being.
It's
Right.
something
Okay.
else. It's the same with diamonds. Someone comes to me and says, I want a 1-carat diamond. I'll show them 3 or 4, and they're attracted to one.
Wow.
And then I'll switch it around, and they're still attracted to that. And I'll do it for a 3rd time, and I'll switch them around again. And they're all lined up, and they'll always go back to that same one diamond.
Wow, Elizabeth.
Wow, yeah.
And that's how you know. And that's how you know.
That's his diamond.
Who
He's
that
getting
meant,
engaged.
who that's meant for.
He's getting engaged with that stone.
Wow. Years ago, I was in Greece. I won the Goddess Artemis Award from the Euro-American Women's Council. So I was in Greece. I went to this jewelry store and I saw a ring and I put it on and I really loved it.
Right.
And it had the birthstones of all of my children
Oh,
in
nice.
this one ring.
Really?
And I was like, that's kind of unique,
Wow,
right?
nice.
So I was looking at it and I was admiring it and I put it back and I came back and I looked at it again. all of a sudden this man comes and he taps me on the shoulder. He says, and he goes, "That's your ring." I said, "Oh, no, it's okay. And he goes, no, you don't understand. I made the ring. I saw it on your finger. I saw the look in your eyes and I knew that it belongs to you." He goes, "Would you please try it on one more time?"
Yeah.
He goes, "And I promise you I'll make you a really good deal because I would love for you to have that ring." I was blown away.
Yeah.
But now hearing you tell me that story, I guess it works
100%.
the same way for you and all your clients.
100%. 100%.
So when someone
did you
wants
buy
to work
that
with
ring?
you, I did. I bought the ring.
You have to. You have
I bought the ring. And
Right.
because it looked to me like an art palette. And like I said, it had the symbol of all the kids. And I just love that ring.
For sure.
So now when you are working with someone, they come to visit you.
Yep.
And it could be from concept to completion with you.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So they come to you for a custom something,
Yes.
piece of art.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes.
Budget wise, does it go by is it 1 month's salary, 2 months' salary?
So
How does that
again,
work? I know all
so
these
that-
old things, Elizabeth.
right.
You have to re-educate us.
Okay, so
how
that
do you
goes
do it?
back to the 4 C's.
Okay.
Everyone has to have the 4 C's.
Right.
The 4 C's are in there.
Right.
The budget is in there. Don't give up your salary.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Understood. Okay.
And especially young people that come, especially young guys that want to get engaged, some of them want to go into debt, and they do. Stores push them to go into debt. We give you. I push people the other way.
Okay.
Don't buy it if you don't have it.
Okay.
It's your first huge purchase. It's going to last forever. You can always come to me and upgrade later. We'll take what we made and we'll make.
Elizabeth.
But don't get into debt to get engaged.
Yes.
I don't believe in it. So budget, whatever you could spend, that's your budget.
Interesting.
And if you come to me and say you have $5,000 or you have $50,000, I will tell you what you can get with your budget.
What about resetting stones? Let's say grandma's diamond or
Amazing.
Auntie Maisie's
Yeah.
diamond or whatever.
Exactly.
You could bring them to you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I love that process because it has so much meaning. So people come with grandma's diamond and it's in some old setting that they don't like and it's not what they want. And often I have families, when I work with someone, usually I end up working with the whole family. It's the uncles and the aunts and the cousins, and it's a family thing. So people come and they say, "Oh, I don't like this at all." And they actually think to sell it. I could buy it. I could give you credit towards your ring.
Okay.
But I always recommend, if it comes from your grandmother and if you had a good relationship with her, it's part of her. It takes 3 to 5 billion years to create a diamond in the earth. That is so long. And then your grandmother had it for her whole lifetime. I believe it has some of her in it. We could create anything. If it's too small, we could use it as one of the side stones. We'll design a ring I could set a stone on the inside of your ring.
Wow.
Which I do often. So
Okay.
it's just yours.
Right.
You know,
Personally,
your
it's your
boyfriend or your
little-
husband.
right. It's your little
your
something.
thing. It's on the inside, no one sees it. It's like instead of an inscription. So using family stones, it stays in generation to generation to generation. It's amazing.
My mom had breast cancer. And before she passed, because of the lymphedema, they turned her ring into like a pendant.
Yep.
And then they also but what she did, which was cool, is she had a pair of earrings made for her godchildren,
Yep.
out of the stones.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that you can repurpose things,
Yeah, I
bring
love that.
things back to life.
Also with sustainability.
Yes. It's
So
a good
it's
thing.
a great
I
thing.
love these things. So you also have this is really interesting, this particular ring.
That's very modern.
So you
Yeah.
have different things. Okay, so you can.
Yeah, you could pull that.
I'm just going to pull because the little
Yeah.
tag's out of here. One moment. I released it. So now tell me about this. What is this? The center stone looks like maybe an amethyst, but I don't know. What is that stone? It's a purplish
That's
color.
a sapphire.
Sapphire.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Okay, so somebody could come to you and just say, "This
I
is
want
my
a ring
idea,"
with a sapphire.
and you design it. You're an artist.
Well, but we do it together. I
Okay.
don't do it myself. I
Okay.
do it with them. We talk about lifestyle. We talk about first budget and then lifestyle. Do you want it yellow? Do you want it thick? Do you want it round? I always make it where it's comfortable, where it doesn't get stuck in gloves or scratch your baby there's a lot of things that go with it.
And before we wrap up, I also want to ask you another question. One time years ago, I had a ring sized, but then where it was soldered together, it popped apart. What causes that? Temperature
Wasn't
change?
done right.
Wasn't done right. Good to know. Okay, so if it's done correctly, it won't do that.
Should
It was
not.
years ago. I was looking down at church. I was like, and I was like, oops, you know, and I was like, it just popped apart and I
Yeah.
didn't know what to do, but they
Yeah.
fixed it.
Right.
You know, and at the time they said sometimes if there's like a little element or something between it,
Could
that
be.
it won't make a good solder. But obviously, you know what you're doing. You're an artist. I thank you for joining us.
Thank
It's
you.
lovely to know that it's a talent that's been handed down generations after generations for you,
Yeah.
but yet it's uniquely yours.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
If you're looking for something spectacular, a gift to yourself, an engagement for someone else, whatever the case may be, Elizabeth knows what she's talking about, and it would at least behoove you to go and have a counsel with her. Thanks for watching. I'm Donna Drake, and I do love diamonds. You know that about me, right? I do. A million times I do. All right, bye.